Folks, sit back, relax. Today, as I want to have actually a discussion about this new Throne of Eldraine expansion Magic set coming out here in a couple months. So we got the patron over here, Anthony W. says, Rudy, let's do some Throne of Eldraine collectors, man. This was the very first crazy era of collector packs and everything. I said, yes, it was. This was kind of the era that started it all. So we're going to do 24 blister packs here, which is equivalent to 2 collector boxes of Throne of Eldraine. And yes, in my opinion, with absolutely no data or information, the Throne of Eldraine, I don't know, sequel or successor or next version of Throne of Eldraine is probably going to be an incredibly successful standard Magic release. I have no reason to feel otherwise. I know people are talking about the Ixalan, and people are talking about, well, Rudy, I mean, so far in, God, these stupid, sometimes you can't rip these things. You guys see this? Because they've got the don't steal thing. So they've got that blue, you could take the pack out of the way. So they got that anti-theft thing right there. You guys see that? Hold on, I'll show you. See right there? You can't really rip through that blue piece, like a metal piece. Anyways, flashback in case you guys weren't around a couple years ago. So these were all for big box stores like Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble, washer dryers, Cynthia Williams at Philip Morris. These packs were all for big box. And so many people were stealing these packs by scanning a regular pack at the register or self-checkout, and then pretty much stealing a bunch of collector packs. These were pulled and never actually stopped by Excel Marketing and MJ Holdings in the big box stores. Because essentially is popular opinion that essentially hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars was stolen in collector packs of people pretty much scanning a $4 pack, doing multiply by 10 or 20, then having all collector packs underneath, because this on the shelf looks like a normal blister pack. So if you have Throne next to it and Throne collector, kind of, the price difference is massive, but of course, at the register, and of course, to cashiers and employees who aren't specializing in collectibles, they don't realize how much money is walking out right in front of them. So people were stealing insane amounts of money and making insane amounts of profit by using theft in bad behavior. So that's where these packs and everything came from a long time ago. So we got a nice little brick of 24 here. So, good luck, Anthony. Historically, these collector packs, they seem to perform about exactly the same. By the way, Throne of Eldraine had incredibly good cardstock, quality, centering. You can speak for itself. I can tell you all right there, right up front, that this product was extremely well received. You have your 3 cards in the middle. There they are. You got your ancillary slot. You got a tomb. Nice little castle for the first land. Ooh, wishes, and that is it. Remember, the biggest issue this product suffered with was the world-famous clump zone, which was in the collector boxes. You would have a clump of the box topper full Monty cards. So if those of you weren't around, what that means is the box toppers, which is the extended art full Monty versions, were still very sought after and had a huge premium back in the day. Worthy. Well, so far, slow start there. And yes, again, these packs have no particular order because these are actually loose blister packs. So there is no way to know if we're going to have better or poor results on this opening. Hey, there you go, Teller of Tales. I think these were the Commander Mythics or the Brawl Mythics. Hey, Fable Passage, first appearance. And this would be considered one of our first major hits, which the foil extended art. And I know, in 2023, foil versions or extended arts or alternate arts or frame it doesn't carry the weighting or excitement that it did in the past. Fae of Wishes, great rare there in the old storybook showcase. Fairy Formation for ancillary, Fires, and Wickedy Wolf. So, yeah. So I expect we are going to see some reprints that are from Throne of Eldraine, but I don't think it really matters that much. Usually what happens, Bone Crusher, very famous playable card. What I think is going to, hey, Emery, there you go. And of course, another big hit there, the Giant Killer. I don't know financially if some of these things are even holding the value anymore. I know some of these things were real expensive for a while, and certain other ones, and the Great Henge, and I don't know if they're holding up in 2023 though, because the world of single cards and new is just so garbage common. And, hey, nice troll. And hey, the old Troll King. I used to love this card. I know, don't tell anyone. Rudy's Secret Magic Arena. Back in the day, I used to build green stompy Timmy decks. I used to play fun cards like this and Mr. V from, what was it, Kaldheim? The double in the counters card. I used to have so much fun playing that. Don't tell anybody. Anyways, I just think what happens is usually the original product goes up because people want to go back and re-experience Throne of Eldraine when the new Wilds of Eldraine comes out. It has nothing to do with making the cards more expensive. It's more of a nostalgic play that people want to go back because they realize how much they miss or how much they really enjoyed. For example, the infamous Love Struck Beast, very, very famous, infamous card from the era. So that's why I don't expect a lot of these single cards to spike or do much financial swings, just because we're getting another Throne set. By the way, Murderous Rider, infamous card, and Giant Killer. Hey, Command Tower coming in the middle there. And the Old Outlaws, terrible Mythic. I don't think that ever did anything in the Crusader there. So, but that's where I swear, I think like Great Henge and I know Emery, and I don't know if some of these things are still, because the prices have changed so much from the Arcadly. When this Signet came out, do you guys remember this was like a $10, $20 card? God, I remember that. Wild. Another Fabled Passage. Like, again, if this wasn't standard and this was normal right now, this would be considered probably a pretty good box opening. That's 2 Fabled Passages already. Just want to lay that out there. That's probably considered a pretty strong opening for the video, everybody. We got a Shimmer Dragon, the world famous, Once Upon a Time, the infamous, and a Preserver. So we are about halfway through this video already. Anthony, it feels normal. I don't know if it's considered a really good or really bad opening. Seems pretty normal to me. We got our 3 in the middle. Hey, our first Oko, and of course, isn't Oko is he like still banned or restricted? Now this is the cheaper, higher casting cost Oko, which is not as expensive from, I believe, the Planeswalker deck, and Castle, and Fire. So as we go to the second half of the video today, this should be our second stack of 12 Packaroonies. We're going to see if we can at least get some of these. You know they're going to have to redo a new version of Oko. Hey, Rowan coming in there. That's the 5-drop version. Return and a Garruk, our first appearance of a nice actual Stompy Planeswalker Mythic foil. I know, it doesn't feel the same anymore in an era, folks, where you have so many versions and variants. The financial value isn't really, it doesn't feel, I don't know how to explain. You guys know what I mean, right? Castle. And hey, see, I always loved the line. I love the land cycle. I always loved the land cycle, man, in Throne of Eldraine. You know, I always thought they were just a really fun, unique land cycle, but then none of them really ever became super huge. The old Warship Elders. We got the Castle of Vantress, beautiful. Love the giant castle in the ocean like that. And of course, a Giant Killer for our flashy hit there. Yeah, let's see, what was it? So the Clump Zone, you had what, 3 per box? So you would get 3 full Monty hits per 12 packs, if I remember. Another Command Tower. We got the old Dwarf Man. Hey, Master of Pranks. God, that brings back memories. God, that brings back memories. Such a big deal, man. And that's what I'm saying. And of course, you got some great commons too in the old common uncommon slot there. We got our Giants, Reaper, and Acolyte. The Return King with a nice little mythic in the middle. Star Wars Queen with a giant crazy outfit. I remember her. And the Paragon for the Swing and Disappointment. You know, I am kind of surprised that the price of this hasn't really done a whole lot. This is one of the things I did get wrong. I actually thought for sure that a product this nostalgic and good, Doom Foretold, terrible. I actually thought a product like this was going to age a little quicker and better as far as sealed product goes. But I guess so many people thought like I did. And since Throne of Eldraine was the first main collector box product, Gilded Goose. Oh my god, I forgot about this 1-drop. Dang, man, with the stupid food tokens. Holy smokes, I forgot all about that. I think what happened is a lot of people hoarded like Rudy did because everybody loved this product so much. And Tomb of Legends. I think that put a lot of... Oh, there is a Great Henge. In the foil mythic Great Henge. This was a big deal. I could be wrong, but this was the big chase card. So we may have hit it. Unless, of course, by the time you're watching this, that's already been reprinted and tanked or something changed. But that is a pretty monster hit for the mythic foil Hengeroony. Okay. And another Command Tower. And another Master of Pranks. And a Witch's Vengeance. Like, see, to me, this felt like a pretty solid box opening, man. We got a lot of good hits. I just don't know financially if, like, a lot of these things are holding. Taste of Death, Ancillary. The Serpent. I always liked this card. Never really did a whole lot. And Black Paragon again. Every time I hear Paragon, I think Diablo. And those, you guys know what I'm talking about. All you gamers out there know what I'm talking about. Rimrocky. The common crab. Another Emery coming in hot. And the foil. Again, this used to be a really expensive rare, man. If you had a foil extended art Gilded Goose, that was a really good rare hit, man. So, I don't know if Gilded Goose ever held up over time or if anything got banned or restricted or whatever happened with that card. But it was a really big deal, man. All right, folks, into the close. Mace, Clackety Bridge Troll, and the world-famous Love Struck Beast in the beautiful fairy tale framework. Well, Anthony, I think you did pretty good. And hey, at least we hit a foil version of Great Henge. That's got to be a really big deal, man. Anyways, I appreciate the kindness and support. All the cards are headed your way now that we got this thing live and running. Like I said, I just wanted to comment to everybody. I want to do a little throne. I don't have any other throne plans to do any Throne of Eldraine openings. I don't have many. I think I've got like 2 cases left of these collector packs, and I've got 1 regular case of collector boxes. I have very, very little left from 2019. I still just think they're tremendously undervalued, but again, pump and dump hype man, Rudy, blah, 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 whatever you want to call me. I'm excited and I enjoy and I believe in a lot of this stuff, even though it's all tanked and nobody believes in it and I'm just standing alone. But, you know, I don't really have any plans to open any more Throne of Eldraine. There's not enough sealed Throne of Eldraine left out there, in my opinion, to make me comfortable to either sell more box openings to patrons or anything like that. We'll do another box opening, but it's not going to be till either like next year or something. We'll wait another 6-12 months and we'll do a little bit again just to re-explore it after Wilds of Eldraine happened. But again, what an amazing product. Like, is there anyone out there that thinks Throne of Eldraine was a poorly made product, a poorly received product? Because this thing was a phenomenal success. It's a gorgeous product. Like, everything about it. Sure, Oko and some of these stupid cards were so overpowered, but that happens with many sets. All the way back to the Urza's era, to the 5th Dawn Dark Steel era of artifacts, to all the way to just, I mean, every era has certain things like that. But it was a good time, man. I don't think we all realized how good we had it in 2019 before 2020 and Project Booster Fun from Mark Bottomwater and 80 versions of everything. We just didn't realize how good we had it, folks. And opening a product like this where we have regular cards in one showcase framework, man, we really had it good.